Hi, everybody, and welcome to Evolve Love. I am your host, Amanda, and I am so happy that you have found this podcast. Are you looking for daily inspiration, motivation, and wisdom to help you begin your day feeling supported and uplifted with love? Well, you have come to the right place. This podcast is a space of encouragement where you can be held in your self-development because in order to evolve, you need love, and it begins here with you. Now, let's get into today's episode. Hi, everybody. Happy Friday. Welcome to Evolve Love. I am so excited that you are here for today's episode. And this has been a heavier week, but I want to end it on a really light and bright and beautiful topic because today's Venus Day. And on Venus Day, we are celebrating the beauty, the creativity, the romance, the love. And that is really where we're closing out this whole honoring the past. We have worked on a bunch of different emotions this week, from just softly setting our intentions to diving into the period of time of choosing, to looking at the past as items that we may be grieving, items that we may need to release, items that we may need to carry forward, even going as far as writing a letter to the time frame, person, concept, or situation to help us heal and to help us move into who we are right now. And notice that I didn't say move into who we will be, because I think first we need to be with it where we are before taking that step beyond the work. And in this week, for our Friday Venus episode, I wanted to offer an idea of a beautiful practice, or a beautiful, I don't know really what you would call it because it's not really a practice, but a beautiful sentiment. Okay, we'll call it that. And this is actually an idea from my sister. So shout out to Lauren. I absolutely love that she is doing this because I was like, wait a minute, what am I going to talk about that is like beautiful, connected to Venus, but also the past? And this is exactly it. This is absolutely exactly it. And I know that this isn't something that she made up. I think she saw it. I don't know if it was on Pinterest or Instagram Reels or something like that. But when we look at letting go of the past, a lot of the time we have a lot of items that we hold on to. And there's a reason for that, I think. So before I get into what Lauren is doing with her project, I just wanted to talk a little bit about this. But when we are clearing out, like, think about items in your house that you may have a hard time letting go of. Think about why you're having a hard time letting go of it. Is it because you think you might use it again? Is it because it has a specific memory attached to it, that it was given to you by someone? There's so many reasons why we hold on to items, but we've talked about this plenty of times on the podcast, that when we are not creating space, whether it's in our bodies, our homes, our areas, we don't really have the places for newness to come in, or for us to have the clarity that we need, because it might be cluttered. There might be too much energy around us for us to then pull into our own. So it is important to let go. It is important to release. But sometimes there are those items that it's like, I need to hold on to this. This is not something that I want to give away, but I don't want it something that's just going to sit in a drawer. So this is the thing here. Do you have items that you're holding on to from the past that are very special, that you don't want to just keep tucked away in a drawer or in a box up in the attic? These are things worth saving, that are worth the time, honorance, and reverence that we pay to it. And so this is the idea that my sister has. Now, my sister has a bunch of letters from grandparents, a lot of family mementos, a lot of things passed down that have really deep rooted history in it. How do you throw something like that away? Like, truly, it's kind of like thinking about like Does this go in a museum? What do we do? You can't throw this stuff away. I really, it's so hard. Do you have a hard time throwing away birthday cards, especially from people that may have been in your life at a given time and aren't anymore? It's so hard because you feel like when you're tossing that thing away, you're tossing a piece of them away. And so what my sister's doing is she has all these items. And she, in her house, is going to create what she's calling a museum wall. And with this museum, she's going to be framing these letters, putting these mementos and items in shadow boxes, in beautiful displays, just like you might see at a museum. Because this is the thing, if it is meant to be saved so importantly, then it is meant to be shared. So why would we hide these items? Why would we stow them away when it is something that is so important for us to hold on to? Can we use it in our homes as a space for beauty? Can we put it up on the wall? So this is what we are going to be thinking about today on Friday, is just as much as we want to clear out our space and have this beautiful, aesthetic, organized home, we know there are those things that we want to hold on to. But is there something we can do with those items? And I'm sure there are many beautiful ways that we can take these items and put them in a beautiful space, whether it's even just putting pictures in photo frames or decorating your space with these items of the past, putting the special family candlestick holders out on the table or whatever it is, or using the beautiful glasses and drinkware or the special family china and stuff, and having it either closely on display or using it, and just really having this beautiful experience with these items of the people, times, and things that we remember with fondness. So I hope today's Venus tip helps you and helps you to see what you're saving in a different light, and maybe bringing those items back into the light of your own home on display. I want to thank you all so much for a beautiful week here at Evolve Love. It went deep. It was all over. There was highs and lows. There was really, like I said, a lot of depth here. And I hope that it supported you. I hope that it helps you realize that as much as we're moving forward towards our next thing, our next goal, our next dream, it's so important to pay respect to what has gotten us already to this moment right here, right now. So I hope you all have a beautiful weekend ahead. Don't forget to follow Instagram at _evolve love. I'll be sharing so much there in the days and weeks to come. And I want to thank you all for following this podcast and for supporting it and being here and for your listens. I so truly appreciate it. And now I hope you have a restful and really beautiful weekend ahead. Talk to you next week.